Okay, on the photo we see the three generation of Harry Rosen Inc. company, where the grandpa is the founder of the Harry Rosen company is Harry, his son Larry, and the latest generation and CEO of the company Harry Rosen is Jan Rosen. The Harry Rosen is a menswear company in the luxury business segment. They are actually 65 years on the market, and their secret weapon is their advisors and stylists. They focus on the relationship and exceptional personal service and knowing customer needs. So they always play the long game, and the two-thirds of clients had a relationship with the retailers for at least for 4 years. They have many loyal customers, and they always appreciate when fathers or grandfathers bring their sons to their retail shops. Anyway, the time passed and many retail companies in the luxury segment started experiencing decrease in revenue, and many high-end retailers were expanding in online presence. And the statistics show that the e-commerce market increasing, and McKinsey report projected the triple increase in e-commerce sales to 2025. Jan Rosen, he had a vision for his company. He actually wanted to move their secret weapon, their career, their style advisors to web, to the internet. So the idea is to digitize the customer relationship in efficient and cost-effective manner. It includes digitizing the company closing advisor. The application for this was called Harrisbon. It is a Harrisbon application that will provide this experience with the digital laydowns. Laydowns, it means that Harry Rosen advisors, they always bring all kind of clothes and from the suits to sneakers for their particular customer, considering the size, needs, preferences, and this build a good relationship and good sales. The idea of the application was to create some creative individualized web pages where the product size and key highlights could be set by the seller. Jan has to consider different options to do this digital transformation for the company. The easiest and probably the cheapest way it is to use traditional e-commerce like Shopify out of the box e-commerce platform. It provides actually a large support system and lower upfront cost, but the system has some limitation because company has their own ideas, and this platform can have limitations and may not provide this digital experience that was in mind in the founder and CEO. The second option is to use third party like commerce tools. It is API-based platform. It is actually a combination of front-end client-facing processes and back-end internal processes. The main idea is to separate back-end and front-end and just let communication through the API. So any changes on front-end will not affect the back-end system because Larry Rosen Inc. has some legacy system and they are going to build some new system. In addition, they have enterprise planning, ERP, CRM, and payment system. So all the backend systems can be the same and just make the integrations to the API. So this will give more control and flexibility. This will actually be more scalable and alignment with the company broader growth plan, and ability to produce valuable insights through the enhanced data collection features. I did explain these insights. It means that like Rosen can collect a lot of data, analyze it using business analytics tools, and do some data-driven decisions. So what is the limitation? So this system is more complex and require more investment time and in human resources. And actually, it requires more skills and experience related to API and customer face application and technology, and they do not have this in-house. The third option is to create in-house homegrown solution. So it is create IT platform from scratch. It will cost 2.5 million, so it is the most expensive from these three options. Of course, this will give the opportunity to create exactly what they want from the idea perspective, all this experience and functionalities. It will like more align with organization. And there is unlimited dependency on external IT resources in comparison with those two options. The main drawback is the same as the second solution. It means like they do not have experience with building any customer-facing technology. And of course, it requires more expenditure on labor, hiring professionals, and it will take more time to design and development. Additional factor in all this transformation and the factors that produce a wave of anticipated risk, it is COVID-19 pandemic. So there are many risks related to the pandemic. So at that time, all 18 shops were closed, shut down on a certain period. It was a risk that people will not buy luxury clothes because they work from home. Problem with production and supply chain, it's actually affected all spheres. And that time, Jan Rosen realized that he actually did not have much time to implement all the features and the transformation. So the lack of time for web initiatives, it was additional risk that can happen. So their competitors will do the transformation earlier. But the COVID-19 actually encouraged to accelerate transformation plans. So, and in addition, demand for casual wear and loungewear was increased, and it was already in production in Larry Rosen brand. And more than that, the first version of herringbone application, it has only some basic functionality for e-commerce, and it actually, I can say it was fail. It was fail related to the digital transformation, and in this COVID-19 factor, it's like a second chance for herringbone application, and it is the only way to survive on the market. It is to move all the operations to the web. Thank you. This is what analysis of Harry Rosen in case study.